There's been a handful of LEGO sets that have taken me by surprise for its dark themes and adult nature, but never in a million years did I think we would be getting an official Jaws LEGO set. I'm Joe, and this is my review of LEGO Icon set number 21350, Jaws. This set probably needs no introduction, but it's based on Steven Spielberg's iconic shark-driven thriller, Jaws. Let's not talk about the sequels, which interestingly enough makes this Steven Spielberg's third blockbuster franchise that has made it into LEGO. This set comes in a beautiful big black box that does a fantastic job of showcasing the set on the front, and that red Jaws logo at the top left just looks so good to me on the black. The back of the box gives us all the elements removed from the build with the alternative display option for Bruce the Shark. And this time around we get a blue brick strip at the bottom. So let's open up the box and see what's inside. You might have noticed the creases on the sides of the box, and that is because this is a brand new type of box. It has a lid that can easily be removed to reveal the contents. Inside we get a very thick 236-page instruction booklet that is in some ways a bit disappointing to me. We get the well-designed introduction for the set that includes a nice spread of the fan designer, an overview for the film, as well as another spread for the LEGO design team. The problem for me is that the paper feels very cheap and flimsy, which, along with the amount of pages, makes the pages crease really badly. It was also quite hard to see parts of the building instructions during the building process, and I really missed the cool factoids LEGO usually scattered throughout the pages for these Icon sets. Honestly, I think this should have been 2 booklets to deal with the thickness. Along with the instructions, we get 13 paper bags, a few 16 by 16 recolored road plates, as well as an extra plastic bag with black plates and a rubber rope element. And finally, we have a small sticker sheet with 6 stickers. In total, the building process took me close to 5.5 hours to complete. Overall, the build was very engaging, and while tricky at times, the ship build had some interesting building techniques to get all the angles just right. And once you're done, you should end up with these extra pieces. Now, onto the set. The completed build is made up of 1,497 pieces and measures over 35 centimeters high and 20 centimeters wide, with a surprising length of 59 centimeters. As you can clearly see, this is a diorama set, but even at this length, it's still hard to contain the elements inside the black frame. There's a really good sense of action from the climax of the film that's been frozen in time with this model, and that's mostly thanks to the base. The shark and ship can easily be removed to reveal a deep blue ocean with choppy waves. This is achieved by a ton of different wedge pieces in dark blue and white, and I absolutely love the white foam going over the edge at the back. There's a yellow buoy floating on the surface, but there's also another one here that's been swallowed up by Bruce the Shark. I probably would have liked to see some translucent pieces on the surface of the water, but seeing how this is supposed to be far out at sea, I'm okay with it. As with all the diorama sets, we get the black tiled edges that just gives it a premium look, and it's finished off by these 2 printed tiles at the front. One with the LEGO Jaws logo and the other with a quote from Chief Brody. Next up, we have Bruce the Shark, or at least half of him. But thankfully we do get the other half of him attached to this very cool stand that allows you to display the full shark. And the design of the shark is incredible. It has some great shaping with very little gaps, and I love the use of these wedge elements for the gills. The dorsal and pectoral fins are also well done, and I like that these can be rotated. The build isn't without some negative points though. The tail does fall off quite easily, especially when you're sliding him into the diorama, and while I think the eyes are very clever, it does make him look a little bit less menacing and more like a plush toy. Additionally, the mouth is very cool with the sharp teeth and red and pink color on the inside, but unfortunately the jaw is fixed in place, which means it can't be closed. But I do think this was a compromise to retain the absolutely fantastic shaping of the shark. The stand features an extra printed tile along with 3 spots where you can place your included minifigures. This is a great inclusion, and I love seeing different display options in these premium display sets. But for now, let's put Bruce back into the water and move on to the Orca. Now of course the Orca is a name given to our shark hunting vessel that was captained by the grizzled shark hunter Sam Quint. And boy, was this a crazy build. The ship is very well proportioned, and I absolutely love the color palette of dark red, black and tan. There's a boatload of detail to go over, so let's start at the back where we find a printed tile with the name of the ship on it. The print is done in a very cool copper effect, which makes it stand out nicely. On that awesome brown tile deck, we get some orange life preserves, a life vest and chum bucket, as well as Sam's fishing chair, which is not the best design to have a minifig stay put in choppy water. We also have quite a few fishing rods all over the place, as well as a disassembled shark cage and these nice silver oxygen tanks. The bridge of the ship has a nice ladder going up and features a basic steering control panel with some space to place a minifigure, and at the front we get a very minimal recreation of the iconic shark jaw. I know it's quite basic, but I find it to be quite clever, and I like the way it turned out. The bridge can easily be removed to reveal a very cramped interior. It's possible to get all 3 minifigures in there, but it does take some work. Again, there's tons of detail inside this cabin, with a few Easter eggs like the fan designer's name on the newspaper, as well as a sticker with a map of Amity Island. The exterior of the cabin also looks very good with these window pieces and fishing spears. To the front of the ship, we get lots more of those yellow buoys, and I like how they use the droid arms and sausages for the walkway. We also get a sticker on each side over here with the vessel's prefixes. The front is also the most interesting part of the build because it's built completely upside down, and I'm very impressed how seamlessly it integrates into the rest of the ship, which is a more traditional building process. And finally, we get a very tall, wobbly mast. There's some rigging required from you by way of these strings that you need to fasten to these pieces at the bottom. It's not that hard to do, but you do need to get just the right amount of tension to make the string look tight enough without pulling at the mast. At the top we get a nice flag and black bell, and I don't think I've ever seen this element before. And I don't know what this part of the ship is called, but I like how it can be swung from side to side. The orca is placed loosely on the base at a very cool angle, and it's secured in place by this round section in the corner of the base. Now let's move on to the minifigures, starting with Sam Quint. He's wearing some unprinted dark blue trousers, and on his torso he has a very nicely detailed olive jacket and light blue shirt. He also comes with a tan cap, and while he only has one face print, I think that what was done here is excellent. I love his thick grey sideburns, and his facial expression is great. And he also comes with a spear gun and machete. Next up we have Chief Martin Brody. I love the colors used for his outfit, and the printing on his hips is awesome. The unbuttoned grey shirt design on his torso is great, and fortunately this figure does have two faces. The one with the large frame silver glasses is spot on and makes sense for the scene, but I do appreciate the extra glassless expression, even if it makes him less recognizable as the character. I think his cigarette would have been great here. For accessories, Chief Brody comes with a pair of binoculars and a revolver, which apparently is acceptable for Lego, but not a cigarette. And finally, we have my favorite figure, Dr. Matt Hooper, our marine biologist. He's wearing my favorite outfit of the bunch because of his denim double dipping. The stitching design on his legs and torso along with a light blue color just nails the look, and it's even carried over very nicely onto his back. And that hair and beanie combo piece from the LEGO Dreams theme is perfect for this character. His dual face prints are also incredibly good. I especially love the subtle tooth gap with that smile, and at the back we get a more serious facial expression. His beard with the odd grey hair is also perfect. He also comes with a camera and a very odd build for his duffel bag. So sets like these are the reason I love the Icons range so much, producing a premium set to celebrate a memorable moment in pop culture. The building experience was challenging yet fun, and I love having more than one way to display the set. LEGO has spared no expense when it comes to the included minifigures. Honestly, this was one of the best sets I have experienced all year round, even with its minor flaws and instruction manual mishaps. And I think for that reason, it totally justifies its price tag. I would say that this is a must-have set for fans of the film and simply fans of great LEGO building experiences. Anyways, let me know what you think about this set, and please consider liking and subscribing to the channel if you like this review and what we do. And as always, thanks for watching.